skirmishes broke out across the globe as the three forces struggled for world domination. Army numbers swelled, and the once proud mercenaries found themselves ostracized for refusing to take sides. The world had come back from the brink of destruction. But the fighting only grew fiercer. It was the eve of what would come to be known as the Verdict War. This is the forgotten tale of a lone mercenary.
Forgot. Nobody plays this game. Yeah, so this is the Armored Core Verdict game. This is me playing the first mission or two. Everything's okay. So far it feels a little better. Or at least visually it doesn't look as horrible. Gameplay wise it's hard to tell. I mean, I'm riding around in the same machine. Not as big a leap from like 4 to 4 answer. Listen to this motherfucker, dude. This is the player character.
One of these units to stir up hostilities. Then we'll go in and wipe out both forces. That is all the intel I have been given.
Where do you get these jobs? They're always shady as hell. I guess mercs are disposable these days, huh?
Calm down, fat man. Do you want to get
The
paid
fat
or not?
man.
Fat man. I'm sick of being
He sounds like I
All
read.
I think about lately is quitting.
Then quit tomorrow. But today, you've got work to do.
No dice. It's gonna rain, and I want to quit on a fine day.
Accelerating. We enter at low altitude and then deploy. Get some elevation once you deploy behind serious mines. Ready to boot OS.
Main system
I don't know what
activating
in the
combat
fuck they're
mode.
thinking of this guy. I mean, I guess it's more funny, goofy than
They're sure to have seen us. Fire as soon as you get in range.
The other units on the move.
The stage is set.
anything
Now just
else we
wipe out
get, man.
everything that moves.
Like anything we had in our like
Get
5.
set. Target logged.
Kill every last one. That's the deal.
This one I have a lot more armor, I think. I don't think they've changed really the balance much. I'm not sure.
System combat mode.
It still has the 3 damage types and stuff. There's just some shit they're not going to be able to do anything about.
Energy at 30%.
Yeah, the guns are really loud. I turned them down on my end, but and luckily the areas aren't inside a city so far, and they're clearly visible.
Scan shows no enemy signatures.
Good work, as expected. I'll go ahead and send a report to the client.
I have no idea what we did here. Not that I ever do.
That's just how things have to be right
Yep.
now. You're better off not knowing what you don't need to know.
It's got to bug you too, Maggie. You were a merc once, right?
We have our next job to plan. Let's go.
Does it not that he ever does? Don't they usually tell you in these? Well, also, this game has a lot of like lore entries, which was something that they kind of got rid of in emails in between game. That was cool.
I don't know. Not much to speak
It's offline because I didn't do these online. I'm just talking over them until we're caught up.
Anyone with potential.
So in this, I guess instead of the raven's nest, it's signs. Anyway, this is like some lore there. You guys read it if you so wish. This game has 3 different companies again, 3 forces or whatever. I mean, there's a lot of lost age technology, I guess, spin to it from what I'm reading in the lore. I'm reading some right now off stream, I guess. Or off what you see. I'm looking at the game here. Oh well. Yeah, usually I'd have the screen be a little smaller so it's more like obvious. But, write it down. Yeah. Next video. So this one starts out with me like testing a super weapon and I end up not really using it. It's just you clearing a bunch of guys in a crater. This one I actually try to test the super weapon, but it just falls off and doesn't do anything. I restart it. Let's just skip here. It's not a big deal. I just go back to what I had before. So there's a small cutscene in this that just shows another mech appear to fight. That's all that happens in this mission. We're kind of back to short missions, which is nice. In like varied areas. Don't know if the ammo's really gonna match that. Yeah, you play as a actual talking person in this one, I think for the first time. You'll fight and kill other pilots from the games you played in some AC games. Like I think in Armored Core 2 you fight the guy who was the Master of Arena main character, and in 4 Answer you kill the 4 guy, or maybe kill him. Stuff like that, but in this one you have like a voice and you're called Fat Man and you're some goofy 62-year-old veteran, I guess. Let's see how that works out. This will be our last one till Armored Core 6. I'll need to see what games are leaving Game Pass and see what Under the Waves comes in. Anyways, the Foundation is the people who make the weapons. This is just a personnel file on the guy we fought. He found an armored core in a cave and went from being a thief to a armored core pilot. Nice, let's go ahead and get started. Or restarted. I was just looking through these. Three armed factions. I guess they're not corporations, they're just factions. The tower structures up behind in the last age that still dot the globe. Cool. Well, this one immediately seems more palatable. I don't know if sufferers is a word, but I just named the team the Jimbo Sufferers. This is a converted file from 5, so that's why I have stuff already. The grip, the backwards grip that nobody does or whatever. Not quite. Just plain old normal controls. Sorry to admit. I might end up playing every single Armored Core game, but I'm not powerful enough.
This is City Defense Headquarters. All units pull back.
City Defense Headquarters. We got your request. What's going on?
The mercenaries. An espionage unit
I
has
just use
stolen our weapons and captured the
claw
city.
controls.
They're trying to break into the tower. You've got to shut them down ASAP.
You were infiltrated and robbed of your weapons? Talk about inept.
What did you just say? Cut the lip, hireling.
The request you sent us called for minimal force to capture the enemy. We weren't expecting much combat. This is something completely different. You'll have to up the pay 50%. Payment directly after completion. Deal?
How dare you extort the ETF?
No voice. Need my fat man voice, bro. Did I accidentally mute them? Oh. Epic. I tested the game and everything worked. And now we get into this mission and nothing worked. Give me a minute. That's the classic. Play like an hour of a game. Make sure everything's okay. And then immediately upon starting the stream, nothing worked. I've got a backup plan, we just won't be able to convert my saves, is the problem. I'll have to start from scratch. It's a lot of sorcery. The availability and like servers and all that stuff for these are just pretty much non-existent. So it's been a pain doing Armored Core 4.
Good morning. Main system. Checking pilot data.
5, I think I have a different option. Or not 5, but verdict day, but sorry, you guys can't see anything right now, that's intended. But
Main system. Normal mode.
I'll have to resort
activated.
to it
Now resuming mission operations. Welcome
because it'll
back.
delay the stream another hour or two, but we'll see. I might. Four was kind of whatever. I just thought the level design and encounters didn't really leverage the
Main
new
system. Activating combat mode.
gameplay and all that. There we go.
Scanning. The targets are spread around the city.
But it was still neat.
Hunt
It
down
also
the
didn't really
enemy.
have like that great
Anything
atmosphere,
else is fair
but
game.
4 Answer was really good.
Not too
That was
many
probably
left. There
one of
are
the best
a few
Armored
tough cookies.
Cores.
Clear them out before they can regroup.
There are lots of blind corners. Try not to run into trouble.
System. Scan mode. System. Combat mode.
Yeah, I enjoy 4 Answer a lot though. Better atmosphere, the movement's upgraded, you move a lot smoother. You do bigger dodges and jukes and stuff, and there's a lot more like over the top levels and stuff you can actually use that speed and shit. The builds are a bit more exciting too. But if you want like good build craft and shit, I feel like you kind of play the old ones. There's some cool stuff, but it's mostly like micro tuning, I feel like, in 4 Answer and all that.
energy and 30%.
I would say 4 Answer is one of the top 3. That was one I actually wanted to do side shit on and stuff. I didn't do more than one playthrough. There is routes, but that's just an interest of time. So in this one they added the ability to turn off your overboost with the same button that starts it. Crazy. That's how bad 5 was. They didn't even have something simple like that.
We're about halfway done. Hey, Merc, just be sure to keep them away from that tower. Don't let any get away.
Everything's under control. You have our money?
Unlike you, I'm not a
No, I mean 5. In 5 when you use the booster, this one, you can't turn it off without toggling the boosters instead of just pressing the super button again for some reason. 4 has the speed, going back to that I guess. And control wise it's not too bad, but for the most part they don't have like weird issues like that. 4 Answer just improves the movement and the speed and how much energy you have and adds in some gimmicks. 5 was atrocious, and that they didn't even have like basic control stuff like that, and this one does. It's just ridiculous. Oh, did I change the title? I don't think I did. We're playing Verdict Day right now. This is the sequel to 5. It looks exactly the same. Not exactly the same. Yeah, my bad. I forgot to change it. I've been having to do so much goofy shit with these games, I forgot to do that. Yeah, this is... I just finished 5. It was horrible. It was one of the worst ones. Just a very unfun gaming experience. This game so far controls similarly. Spam call. But the level design and the visual clarity is already like so much better. The energy and stuff feels better. Obviously we're getting a bit better control stuff. More enemies that I can actually fucking see. Sounds still a little fucked, but shorter missions, which I like. In 5 it was big long slogs of missions. This one's still not like amazing or anything all of a sudden. From 4 to 4 Answer was like a big jump in like quality. This one still has like stagger and all that goofy shit. It's fine overall. I'm just glad I can actually see what I'm shooting and there's not too many filters. I mean, there's still clearly the like the grain on the screen and like the embers and shit that they had in the other one. But these just like kill 'em all missions, dude.
System.
Scanning. No enemies sighted. We're deploying now. I trust you can pay, Commander?
You don't have much of a force here. If you try to stiff us, I can't be held responsible for what our AC pilot does.
I keep my promises. You scumbags did your part.
The story's less shit in this one so far. It's not good, but it's like they tried so hard to have the hijinks and like lovable cast in 5, and it was so bad. Like I said, it felt like 5 machine translators happened, and then they like doctored up the fucking script. It just didn't even make sense half the time, and it's just really bad. You didn't know if you were seeing a flashback or a flash forward or like what the fuck was going on half the time, and it was just so uninteresting. This one's at least like you're just some merc who's just some fucking goofy bastard, and I'm sure it moves forward into something. I'd rather just be simple and nothing than like complicated and bad. Even having the lore here is nice. Seven towers. Oh, these are the towers. My goal is to just do the story missions, but it looks like the story missions don't on. I don't know how that works. I don't know if you have to do a certain amount of bonus missions to unlock the story missions. I'm going to assume I just need to do a couple within each chapter. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, we finished 5 earlier. It was just not good. This one's making subtle changes and big level design, and this one has subtle, I feel like, gameplay changes, but big visual and level design changes. Which works out.
Or a deserter working with one. Don't let them get away.
Energy at 30%. Energy depleted.
That's cool. The set pieces actually like seem cooler in this one too. It being like the police in SimCity in the last one, and just the presentation of everything just did not pan out.
No sign of the enemy. We're done.
Alright, let's head back.
Mission objective complete. System returning to normal mode.
Most of them have really sick intros, movies. Ninebreaker doesn't. Formula Front really kind of doesn't, but most of them are cool. I'd recommend watching any of them. Yeah, 4A's is cool. Where he's kind of gearing up and they're giving him the Vanguard booster where he flies at like max speed, and like you gotta do that in the game and stuff, which is really cool. Most of the openers, the game's not like that, but in 4A it is, so that's pretty cool. What is a UNAC? Maybe we get those later. I heard this game has like a complete AI, like customization, like party member thing you can do. That's supposed to be really cool.
Ready to fire! Ready to fire! Come on! I'll shoot you full of holes!
Main system activating combat mode.
Music's cool in this so far. There was a couple cool songs in 5, but they just didn't fit well, and most of the time it's just like bombastic, military kind of sounding stuff.
Energy at 30%. Energy depleted. Mission objective complete. System returning to normal mode.
Roberto Gunther. Actually curious if there's like special missions that unlock later missions or what. Oh yeah, I've done that before. Just eat like a shitload the night before and just not eat for half of the next day. Double cheeseburgers. I had one today. Big old giant double cheeseburger. Self-made or what? Oh yeah, I thought about going out and getting some more food tonight, but I'm already going out tomorrow to probably have a cheeseburger. It's that convenience, no? And you can just go right when you want it, and it'll be there. It's very, very nice and quickly. We go to a diner. It doesn't take very long to come out, but it's like $9 for like a massive burger and a full plate of fries. That's really nice. Anyways. The final ones, are you gonna do New Game Plus?
System activating combat mode.
Are you already in that? Heard there's like an ass load of new stuff in New Game Plus.
Just another routine job. Destroy
I
all
just don't know if
enemies
it's
in
like
the area.
good content.
Watch out for snipers up on the high rises.
System scan mode.
A broken build. I've heard heavies are pretty OP in that game.
System combat mode. Energy at 30%.
Like this kind of vehicle.
Energy depleted. System scan mode.
I usually don't use big heavies, I use like quads. And then obviously for answer you don't even really have that option. But in this game everything's so slow. And there's so many different like armor types and shit. I just decided to go full tank.
Mission objective
It's been
complete.
pretty
System
fine.
returning to
I mean, in
normal
V
mode.
and 5 it was just kind of a pain in the ass, no matter what you did, but I converted my save to this game, so got some nice stuff. I don't know how you unlock The next mission? I don't want to do all the side missions, but maybe you have to. Maybe you need like a certain rank.
They say these parts are tricky to use, but having the latest tech can't hurt.
Hey, it's the Hope Man voice. Football.
Main system. Activating combat mode. System. Scan mode. Energy at 30%. Mission objective complete. System returning to
Yeah, I have a
normal mode.
Gatling on my back, but I'm using dual auto cannons, which just shoot like 5 guns at once or whatever. How is that not an ass? My ammo costs? Like, that's just non-stop blasting, dude. Yeah. In this game, you can't swap to your other weapons if you have big weapons in your hands, so I end up just using the same shit all the time. It's kind of cute that they like tell you about the person you just killed.
We're doing things a little different today. Pay for this job is based on performance. Work together with this allied AC to eliminate all targets. Each will be paid based on the number of targets they take out.
Not a big challenge, but work is work. Just make sure you leave some for me, huh? This should be fun. Don't let him steal all your kills.
So is Fat Man
Main system. Activating
driving this
combat
shit, or
mode.
is he an operator? That just made it sound like he was like one of my operators.
30%. Energy depleted.
No idea. He's gonna get a head start, man.
Energy at 30%. Energy depleted. System scan mode. Energy depleted. Energy at 30%. Energy depleted. System scan mode. Energy at 30%. Energy depleted. Energy at 30%. Energy depleted. System scan mode. Energy at 30%. Energy depleted.
Where is this?
That's it. No more enemies in the area. You're
You must
lucky
have got
to be
the last
alive
one.
with those skills. In a way, impressive.
We're done here. Let's head back.
Mission objective complete.
Hopefully he didn't steal all my
System
kills.
returning to normal
I did more
mode.
damage, but I was shooting the guys he was shooting. Yeah, he must have stolen them all. Doesn't matter. What are these? What is my rank? Yeah, I'd like to go quick and stuff in AC6, but we'll see how it feels. I'm fine going tank mode if it's fun, but usually you don't get to play with the movement as much. I'll try quads for sure. I love quads.
You expecting an ambush? There's no sign of that so far. This is war. You have to be careful.
I don't know if I'll do AC6 right after this though.
We're happy to hang back, but too much caution is a sign of fear.
Are you mercenaries always this rude? I just don't want
How long is it taking you, Silent?
Let's go.
How lengthy is it?
Main system activating combat mode.
I can see up ahead. It's begun. The enemy's outmatched for sure. What's our move, Maggie?
Whatever. They can take care of
Okay.
themselves, can't they?
What's with you? Pouting because he called you rude?
I just hate people who act like they know everything.
We've got company. Damn, this looks bad.
Jason, how's that Starfield?
You fell right into
Yeah, okay,
our
so it's
trap.
probably about the same length as these, generally.
Formula brain activated. UNAC forces. All units ready
Formula
for
brain.
deployment. Obliterate them.
Obliterate.
Q1 operational.
No, I'm sick, thank you.
We're gonna fix this time. What are our options, Maggie?
All these motherfuckers coming out here, thank you.
Our only play is to stay on the move and take them out one by one.
Let's see how
How's the
that
Baldur
goes.
Sig?
JC, on top of that building.
This unit of mine is equipped for sniper fire.
Jesus.
Lure them into range.
Oh, they're supposed to be helping me? I don't really need the help.
Unless you have a death wish.
You re-rolled 50 hours in? God dang. I finished last night.
Beacon data received. They want you to lead them to this point. Almost gave me a heart attack. Maggie, make the call.
It's him. If you say insignia, I'm sure of it.
Hey, Maggie, you reading me?
Right arm. Ammo. 30%. AC damage severe. Take energy depleted. System scan mode.
Oh, your brother's on your account. I see. Hey, you'll get your chance. What are you playing in the meantime? Some new applications. Wayfinder. You play that game? I thought you just waited for the servers to be
AC's
online.
gone too. That was fast. What are you doing, Maggie?
I'm sorry, Fat Man. But you must have heard about them, right? We have no idea who they are or what they fight for. All we know is that they mean business. These guys. Running into them is why I quit mercenary work 2 years ago. They're the Reaper Squad.
The Reaper Squad. Yeah, re-rolling though, that's ballsy. You could just shapeshift. That's what I did when I wanted to be something else. I guess it's a little different. I had a ring that gave me shapeshifting, like a bonus for shapeshifting and stats. I was swapping between tight leather dwarf. Oh no, it was Zeus dwarf, tight leather dragon, and then my creepy charlatan halfling with the curly stash. Oh really? Oh, that's cool they did that. Well, let's hope it didn't kill the game early, man. I mean, that's a horrible time to release your game in the first place, especially if it's not gonna work. Games like that, unless the word of mouth and the support's really good thereafter, I feel like lose that momentum, the early momentum. This is how they get past the multiplayer being dead, I guess. Eunuch. Sniper, heavy, reverse joint. Who's this guy? Fixed position tank, close range shooter. I'm gonna show you what's new in this one too. That's a rarity. High output. I'm digging the one I've got right now. Get some CE missiles, maybe. Some only kinetic. Well, I guess the joys of Baldur's Gate 3 is, I mean, you can do all sorts of different shit. So restarting it's still satisfying. If I had time, maybe I'd do another run of Dark Urge or some shit.
The target? I don't think I've heard of them.
And this motherfucker's looking heavy.
Freaky looking granddad, no doubt. I'll turn him into a steaming pile of scrap.
That's her talking.
Main system. Activating combat mode.
Q1, beginning operation.
He rushed through it. Oh yeah. Don't know how that's possible. There's so much game, even if you just do like a chunk of it, you'd still feel like you're not rushing. I mean, I guess technically you could rush it. I mean, you could just move on from Act 1 like in 2 seconds if you really wanted. Oh yeah. Yeah. Like if you don't find some of that stuff, then you just kind of like don't discover. It doesn't set the precedent at that point. Once you find out there's like small details and like hidden little quests and locations, then you start finding them easier, I guess. I think that's more of an Act 1 thing, but how did you get to Act 2? What was your path? We always went the path of most content. Oh yeah, there was one thing in that area that I resolved before I would have liked to, which kind of sucked. Like, where did you go after the first map, I should say? You know the Underdark exists, right? Okay, you took the mountain pass, that's what I was getting at. That's what we did.
Main system. Activating combat mode.
Q1, beginning operation. Target sighted. No AC reading so far.
Our task is to wipe out the enemy. They'll show up once we kick the Hornets'
Oh,
nest.
for sure, yeah.
You'd better save some firepower.
It's all major maps in the beginning.
Depleted. System. Scan mode. Energy depleted. System. Scan mode. Energy at 30%. Energy depleted.
We didn't get rid of the energy depleted.
System. Scan mode. System. Combat mode.
Did he find some? He did.
Down, mercenaries! I'll smash you!
Smash.
AC sighted.
This is the main course. Dig in.
Enemy AC destroyed.
There's more to mop up. Don't let any escape.
System scan mode.
Nice. You like it? Well, I guess you're going through more of it.
System combat mode.
No signatures detected.
As a mech loving person, did you like it?
Well, but not on your level. Well done. Let's
Yeah, I've heard
move
it can be pretty heavy duty.
Mission objective complete. System returning to
Let's see how it
normal
ends up
mode.
being. Oh, they're annoying hard. I guess they're more focused maybe on the builds than allowing you to actually like dodge shit maybe. Who knows? Oop. Didn't bring a AC. Right. Yeah, I'm hoping it's gonna be the best one, but we'll see.
Firepower alone. Faith in your own ability is worth much more.
His fucking voice again.
I will prove there is more to battle than just winning.
Main system activating combat mode. System scan mode. System scan mode.
I think it's filtered so many people that even if it was that good, it wouldn't get Game of the Year at the Game Awards.
Completed.
Just because it's like so niche and difficult.
Energy depleted.
From what I've heard.
AC damaged. Take evasive action. Energy at 30%.
This guy plays a good keep away game.
Energy at 30%. Energy depleted. Right arm. AC damage severe. Take evasive action. Mission objective complete. System returning to normal.
I think that's the front runners for your average Joe, yeah. Not average Joe in a bad way, but like, I don't agree, but BG3 maybe, but we'll have to see. I don't think there's been anything this year I'm just like, damn, that's the best game of the year. But I'll have to see when I get to the end of the year. But I think if you're gonna hear like, yeah, you know, big places like the Jeff Keighley event and stuff, give away a game of the year, right? Like some more mainstream. You know, it's not gonna have that many indie games in the running because you know, big money, big budget, viewership. I think yeah, BG3 Tears of the Kingdom. I think BG3 would be fine. Yeah, being a game of the year. Oh yeah. For me, it's more just like it's an indie passion project essentially with a big budget that tries a lot of cool things, pulls off an insane amount of complex ways of playing and multiplayer and split screen and different control types and ways of going about the game, and does it in a relatively like good way. There's some fail points for sure, but like it's pretty clean, man, for how big and wild it is, and that they're still privately owned and stuff is really cool. So I think Tears of the Kingdom runs too much on the base of Breath of the Wild and doesn't make enough big interesting changes to kind of like warrant its own existence almost. I would have preferred something a little bit more of a departure, or at least in a new map. Yeah, it's got AAA budget, but yeah, indie kind of passion. Because they're not like publishing it or anything. I mean, it's got Swords of the Coast money backing it too, but yeah, I don't know. I would definitely. I usually don't pick many, I guess, singular games of the year. It's pretty rare there's a game that just like trumps everything for me. I think the Outer Wilds year is the only one I can think of in recent memory. But yeah, I would definitely pick Baldur's Gate over Tears of the Kingdom. But those are gonna be your competition. I've seen so many videos and podcasts like, did Baldur's Gate just take Game of the Year from, you know, this and that. It's like, that's just the discourse right now. So I would be shocked if there was anything else that came out this year or was going to come out this year that was in the running. Mario Wonder might be better than all of them for all we know. Or, you know, Starfield just came out. I don't think that's going to be the one. But it wouldn't even matter because it's just not as big. Spidey 2 will be in there. It's a Sony game. They probably pay the fuckers enough to be in there regardless, right? We gotta have the big Spider-Man game, you know. I'm sure they'll throw the one token indie in the running, and then we'll see what else, right? I don't know if Hogwarts will get it. That I feel like sold itself more on the IP than like the quality of the game. You don't see anybody talking about it anymore. Yeah, it'll just be honorable mentions after BG3 and Tears of the Kingdom. I don't think, other than indie games, which generally, unless they're big indie games like Hades or Hollow Knights or something, don't even end up in the running. Like, they might include indie games and stuff, but it's like still popular indie games, right? They're not gonna hit up like the case of the Golden Idol. I don't think that got mentioned last year, right? Like anything like that kind of pushes the envelope at all. So in terms of like big which is whatever. That's what the Video Game Awards show is. It's more big mainstream, big money type of stuff, and like that's. I mean, you go into it expecting that, then whatever. Ghostpia based. Like, I would pick Pikmin 4 over fucking Tears of the Kingdom, man. What are we sleeping on? Let me look through my upcoming game. Oh yeah, Diablo 4. That's gonna be in the Game of the Year running, dude. Just because it's big money Activision Blizzard. You know it, dude. Not Fate, Samurai Remnant. Fate Bros. It's gonna be great. Detective Pikachu. Sonic Superstars. Oh, 16 won't be in there. It might be in the running because the running never really makes sense with them. They just put big games that came out this year. I could see Street Fighter 6 being in there easily. The problem is it's a fighting game, and that's not like mainstream. You know what I'm saying? It won't win, right? But it could be in there just because it's that good. Oh yeah, Hi-Fi Rush will be yeah, that's the token indie game. I mean, Hi-Fi Rush is good, but yeah, that's like the everybody indie game everybody knows kind of game. But yeah. No, if it's not Tears of the Kingdom or Baldur's Gate, then everybody's gonna throw a hissy regardless. Well, that's the thing, Corey. It's not about if it makes sense, it's about if it's gonna be in the showing, right? The Game Awards have never made sense. Rarely. Usually they might pick like as the overall winner like a good one, but usually the honorable mentions and the runners up and stuff are not usually very good. Yeah, it's just really vanilla and stuff. We'll see. I think FF16 was fine. I think there's enough discourse out there on it not being like godly. That it won't be Game of the Year. Maybe it would be in the running, but RE4 I think it will be in there. I preferred RE4 over, say, like Tears of the Kingdom as well. Well, this year's had a lot, hasn't it? I'd have to look through my list.
System scan mode. System scan mode.
Yeah, RE4 I think is going to be in there. Yeah, Jesus, there's been so much this year. I think Baldur's, there's only 5 usually, right? I think Hi-Fi Rush is your token indie. With the ghost drop and the PR, right? Regardless how good it is, it had the PR that people love. I think Baldur's Gate. Dredge is possible. I think Hi-Fi Rush is more known, and they like to put their like known quantities. Unless you're like in the accessibility section. That's possible for sure. Dredge did get around. Oh no, Dave the Diver got around for a while too. I'd see Dave the Diver before I'd see Dredge at this point. Vampire Survivors was last year, right? Yeah, that's 3 indies you'll be seeing. I haven't played Dave the Diver yet, but I hear it's pretty good. I don't think Blasphemous is making waves, so I doubt we'll see much of that. Maybe like in an art section. Yeah, Baldur's Gate, Tears of the Kingdom are definitely going to be in there. Hi-Fi Rush probably, just to have your token indie. What else is going to be in the game of the year? Resident Evil 4 for sure will be in the nominees. And you gotta have a Sony shoe in because they pay too much money probably. So Spider-Man. Sea of Stars might be in as a indie one. That one's kind of mainstreamish. I see it mentioned in enough like mainstream places. I just think that Sea of Stars is getting kind of buried right now. I think Spidey 2 would be the token Sony over FF16. For sure. Starfield, I don't know, like Starfield might be in there, but how many do they usually have in the running, man? Maybe this year won't have a token indie, man. Maybe they can't squeeze it in, bro. Can't fit it. Not that there's too many big AAAs, man. Yeah, I feel like I haven't played Starfield yet, but it's got like just enough mixed reception where it's probably not gonna make it. But it is one of the biggest games of the year, which is enough sometimes just to get in there at the Keighley Awards. Granted, Jeff Keighley's a cool guy, by the way. I'm not saying I have any problem with Jeff Keighley, but the award show is far from trying to be this critical look at the entire industry and a lot more what's good and popular, right? So. Honkai Star Rail. That's gonna be there somewhere. 100%. Genshin was there for years. Still looks like a gorilla. Yeah, dude. It's the best translation of all time. Goes to Kalitsu. Redegradia. Having a mission freeze up here. Hold on. Mobile game of the year. It's gonna be in there for best ongoing game too, right? Final Fantasy 14 I don't think could really have any showing this year. Or is Apex Legends gonna be in there for the millionth time? We'll see. Metroid Prime, yeah. I don't think it's gonna win because it's like an actual remaster. I mean, objectively, that one mogs most games this year. Like, I'd say it's better than Tears and probably better than Baldur's and shit too. But the problem is, it's just a remake, like an accurate remaster of an old game. So I think that could hit some category. Yeah, I don't see them picking that over like a new game, and I can kind of respect that. Dead Space remake, yeah. I didn't really care about the Dead Space remake, so it's hard for me to gauge since I didn't discuss it much. How that feels. If there's like a remake category, oh, let us know, because I'm curious about those like weird little projects like that. It's kind of like the FF15 Chibi game. A lot of Samey games this year. There's a lot of big RPGs. So.
Now resuming mission operations. Welcome back.
I think you might see Armored Core 6 in A category, just because it's from Soft and they've won like everything ever. But from the sounds of it, it's not going to go anywhere else. Yeah, best action. Hi-Fi Rush will win that. Also, action is like all shooters too, because the Game Awards have the worst categories ever created. I think, are shooters in action? I don't remember. I think Tears of the Kingdom would be considered action by them. I don't know if there's like an adventure category, but it could be. Anything that a Game of the Year nominee is in has to win that category, right? That's just how they always do it. Yeah.
Instead of teaming up, just let them do their thing. Wait and see how things go.
You call the shots, but don't push it.
The Foundation is a formidable opponent. Keep a cool head.
Yeah, I need to actually go through. Let me, after this mission, go through my list of stuff. What the fuck is going on? You see this shit? Where's this guy in Armored Core 6, bro? He's in, right? The Spinny Man.
Major damage to friendly unit.
We're still in this. Keep calm.
Q1 operation successful.
You actually won. Who is that mercenary?
Disappointed that a mere mercenary survived? Or are you worried about
God of War 2 made last year's. I don't think it won though. Elden Ring won.
Worry, you'll get your fee.
Right? That was last
I
year?
have the data I need.
what sort of a test is this anyway? You starting another war with those things?
You ask too many questions.
Fine. We're going then. Later.
Do as you wish with the images you secretly took. They are not part of our contract.
You've been snooping around a lot, I hear. Try not to tarnish your mercenary credentials, Blue Magnolia.
Duly noted.
Alright, what did I play that came out this year? That was probably considered big. This probably isn't the best way of figuring it out, but I do try to play most like big ass games. So. I could find a list of games that came out this year, but there'd be way too many. Man, wasn't in. There wasn't a whole lot in like the first month or two, right? I don't think Like a Dragon's gonna be in there. Octopath 2 might be in there for RPG. I don't think it's gonna be Game of the Year. Oh no, we'll have it again. I'll have the big 5-hour, I'm gonna shit on the Game Awards as usual, goofy ass conversation when the nominees come out. As I pick my nominees and shit. I like having to talk about it. Yeah, I think Octopath might be in there for RPG. You have to have your kind of like typical JRPG token one. RE4 Remake definitely be in there. Some of these aren't new. Yeah, Dredge I could see. Jedi Survivor will be in there somewhere. I think generally people like that one, even if I think it was kind of a sleeper in a bad way. I don't think Bramble's getting in. Maybe it's a token indie, but I don't even think that one's known enough. The Gollum sweep, dude. Yeah, let's have Gollum in there somewhere. For the we feel bad for it category. Planet of Lana. It's an art game and an indie, so it could make it in there just based on that. It was also on Game Pass, so like people know it. Tears definitely. Diablo 4 would be there somewhere. There wasn't a whole lot in the beginning of the year, huh? I mean, Hogwarts I didn't play, but... Street Fighter will be in there somewhere. I mean, there's like fighting game category in there. The fighting game slash racing game. No, it's sports slash racing. They have to be compared to each other for some reason. I don't know. FF16 I imagine might hit like A category, but I don't see it getting anything huge. I'd be surprised if this got in as the token Sony game over Spider-Man. Unless Spider-Man ends up really shitty. Since it's just going to be the same game again. I could see Humanity getting in for puzzle stuff. I think Humanity was the best, one of the best releases this year. But I don't think a lot of people played it. But it's not like unknown. Master Detective Archives. I don't think this is getting in for story, folks. If it does, then I'm really gonna laugh. Ace of Seafood Sweep, yeah. I think Pikmin 4 should get in there somewhere, but it's probably going to be like strategy or something. I don't think Pikmin's mainstream enough, even if it was really good. Yeah, I actually don't have as much stuff this year as I expected. Yeah, family game. Game releases 2023. The Cyberpunk expansion's coming out. Oh, that's gonna win best ongoing game probably, right? I mean, it released like total shit, and then it's gonna be like, whoa, they patched it with the expansion. It's best ongoing game, brother. That's probably gonna be the case. Alright, I don't think Forspoken's getting anything, man. Yeah, Dead Space Remake is there for sure. Yeah, these are major ones. This might be the more accurate list. Go to like some mainstream site and just see what they say. Some of these are like, not this year, they're like ports. Comeback's usually like ongoing game. Overwatch 2, yeah, that's the comeback kid. Theatrhythm was cool, but it's not going to be anywhere. I don't think Atomic Heart's anywhere. Like a Dragon won't be in there at all. I don't think a VR... VR! They have a VR category. This is a Sony VR game, so this will be in there for sure. Gotta have a token Sony thing in every category. Like I said, I think we'll see Octopath 2. I don't know if they do a horror category. Sons of the Forest sold a lot when it came out. I don't think Destiny 2 is getting ongoing because Destiny's got a lot of shit lately. A little long in action. I don't think so. That one kind of just disappeared. Peaky Blinders, The King's Ransom. This is a major game. Yeah, dude. Legend of Heroes won't be there even if it was good. It's also just a port. Do you think The Last of Us Part 1... Yeah, was there a remake category last year? Does anybody remember? Because what would you get this year? RE4, Dead Space, Last of Us... There's a million remakes this year and I'm forgetting them. Metroid Prime, stuff like that. I think there might have been last year. They should, even if it's just a joke. Like, this is the state of the industry. We have to have a thing just for it. I skipped on Minecraft Legends because it kept crashing my computer. Coffee Talk 2, I don't think that's going to be in there. Advanced Wars might be in for strategy just because there's not a lot of them, but and it's Nintendo. Dead I Survive will be there somewhere. I don't see Dead Island 2 getting much of anything. It kind of didn't exist. Redfall's not gonna be there. Darkest Dungeon 2 might be like a shoe-in indie, but I don't know. I don't know if it made waves. Humanity might be, because it's like a quality new IP and indie. Golem Sweep. System Shock's another remake this year. You can have that. Etrian Odyssey's not gonna be in there for anything. I feel like D4 is gonna be in there just because it's big, and just because it's EA and Microsoft and everything. Yeah, they should have a remake category and not allow anything in the remake category anywhere else. Yeah, D4 will be under action or RPG or something. I wonder if they have a horror category. The Bunker was supposed to be good. Goodbye Volcano High. Now that came out. Yeah, I think 16 will be in a couple things, but probably not much. Ghost Trick Sweep. Should be, man. Oh yeah, Oxenfree 2 came out. Did anybody like it? It just kind of appeared. I mean, apparently it's well reviewed, but that doesn't mean much. It's on my wish list. All their other games have been on Game Pass, so maybe at some point. I don't think Exo Primal's going down for multiplayer. I could see Pikmin, like I said, in a few things. No way a Legend of Heroes game's getting into any of these. Yeah, I don't think it's on Game Pass. The Expanse, I mean, I could see this getting in as a narrative thing just because they want more Western shit. Yeah, Raincode for best narrative, let's go. It's so true, bros. Alice Fallen is not getting in. Red Dead Redemption was supposed to be fucked. Oh, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk might appear. This one's getting really good reviews. And a decent amount of talk. The problem is that it came out at like the worst fucking time ever, like everything this month. with Baldur's and Armored Core and Starfield and all these other indies, your Seas of Stars and all this shit, like it's just a bad time. But I could see this getting in there as like another token indie. Age of Empires 4, oh, did that come out? Guess that'd be in there for strategy. I think Armored Core will appear, but I don't think it's gonna go anywhere crazy. I think Sea of Stars will probably end up pretty big. Maybe hit a few categories. I think enough people are kind of talking about it. I don't know, maybe it's not like breaking new ground, I don't know what they like to focus on. I mean, clearly they don't focus on games that break new ground, but I think they like to pretend to sometimes with indies. Starfield will be in there somewhere just because it's Starfield. It doesn't even matter. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see. November, December don't really have a whole lot, so I don't think I doubt we're gonna see Payday unless some crazy shit happens. These aren't out yet. So. Yeah, there's 5. I remembered like 3, and now it's like, oh, there's 5. Really bad time to release it. I liked trying. It was a fun co-op thing. But imagine releasing on August 31st, dude. Holy Christ, man. Granted, there's not a whole lot of like crossplay, I imagine, between trying people and like RPG people to a certain extent. Like, you know, if you're pumped for trying, it's probably like you'll get it anyways, but like you're not gonna get a whole lot of conversation around it, right? Not releasing in a dead mode. Like right now, it's like all the talk Starfield, and right before that was Baldur's. Fate Samurai. This game's gonna suck. Assassin's Creed, do you think Ubisoft has like a token one they'll get in with that? It really doesn't look that awesome. I highly doubt it ends up anywhere crazy, but it might just get in because it's Assassin's Creed. I doubt Detective Pikachu. The car sim is not going to get on anything but racing, just because it's one of the few. Unless Spider-Man 2 ends up really bad, just because it's Spider-Man, Sony, big budget, and hyped. It'll get in. Mario Wonder, definitely a family one. What if Mario Wonder's just like that good of a 2D platformer? I don't see a 2D platformer ever winning Game of the Year at this award show. Because it's 2D platformers. They're like not a genre that's considered like Game of the Year worthy. I doubt like Tropical Freeze won when it came out. Yeah, we'll see. Oh yeah, I think BG3 is absolutely reaching out to a lot of people who don't know how to play that kind of stuff. I mean, it's a fucking CRPG, and for most people who are playing it, it's top down, you know? And that's already just like a not mainstream thing. I think the word's just gotten around enough, the quality, obviously the cinematics and mocapping and stuff helps, I feel like, keep people interested. Who are probably not as into CRPGs because it's a bit more cinematic and palatable. But yeah, man, has a lot of reach. I mean, obviously D&D's gotten more popular. A lot of your shows for it and stuff. The Bear Sacks, I think, really started kicking up conversation. That it's multiplayer and stuff, I think, is a huge thing for mainstream. You get a lot of people who only play multiplayer, right? And that is an option, and it works really well, so you don't get that with a lot of stuff. I don't think, I mean, maybe Lords of the Fallen looks kind of cool, but I doubt it's going anywhere unless it's like a surprise hit. City Skyline will probably be in something, unless it releases like total shit. I doubt we'll see Ghost Runner 2 in there, despite the first one supposedly being good. Oh, Alan Wake will be in there. Alan Wake 2 could be in like a Game of the Year category. Not only has Jeff had Sam Lake, is it Sam Lake? Up there multiple times as like the showrunner. But it also looks good. It is big AAA like production value, but it's also like a little bit artsy, right? I could see Alan Wake 2 being a nominee for Game of the Year, unless it just ends up shit. But like, assuming these are good, right? Yeah, Skyline I think will be in like the sim strategy thing. Liza P, yeah, we'll see. As an action game. I don't know. Jeff likes to promo his Korean games and like his advertising blocks, but I don't know if that means like there's gonna be some shoe-in Korean ones like Liza P. Yeah, I feel like Alan Wake will be the last big cutoff one. I mean, Mario's right before that. There's not really much coming out in November. Like WarioWare. The Man Who Erased His Name, which is gonna be like pretty much like a DLC, I imagine. COD. I think we're so beyond COD ending up anywhere other than like in the shooter category. And this one looks to be keeping it safe again. I want to play through all the COD campaigns at some point when they all hit Game Pass eventually, but I don't see COD being... The trailer we saw, the 10-minute one, I don't see it being anywhere other than the just shooters. Persona 5 Tactica. Oh, the Avatar games this year. That's not even gonna make it in time. This game looks like shit. There's no way in hell. Yeah, it's Modern Warfare 3 in the rebooted Modern Warfare timeline. Did I not have Hi-Fi Rush on my finished list? I've been trying to be consistent about my finished list. I don't. Really? What the hell's wrong? God. Nowadays I try to add stuff immediately after. 'Cause this is the problem, is like I'll try to use my list for these kinds of conversations thinking it's like accurate, and then I'll like be missing shit, man. Give me a minute. Just gonna make up a date for when I finished it. I didn't fuck that up. We'll see. Yeah, I think those are my general guesses on what we're gonna see. I mean, obviously there's gonna be your like accessibility stuff, which is gonna be a lot of shit nobody knows, which is fine, but I feel like those are more there just to kind of make it look more well-rounded and, I mean, bring attention to two good things. I mean, yeah, I want more games to be accessible, but I don't think you get a lot of that in the discourse, so I can't really imagine it's like how credible it is, right? Yeah, I could see like a big Sony one. They tend to have a lot of accessibility options. Usually what wins is something that has like a story or something that has like a particular feature that's kind of I want to say gimmicky, but draws attention. But I could see Last of Us Remake making it in there on that. Because God of War Ragnarok and definitely Last of Us 2 had some crazy accessibility shit. Sony goes pretty hard on that. No, Horizon 2 was like 2 years ago. Horizon 2 is like memory hold by everybody. Rightfully so, it's extremely generic. No, it was last year. February 18th, 2022. Because, yeah, that's right. It had a verse... Elden Ring, right? Yeah, so it was about a year and a half, almost 2 years. It's just such a generic sounding and looking game that even if it has the production value and to some the quality, it's just like, it just has so little bite to it to keep it in your memory. It's like Hogwarts, right? It's got like the IP on that front, but like everything else is just like nobody has anything to say about it, man. I mean, I haven't personally played Hogwarts, so I can't speak in any kind of detail, but I've almost never heard anybody talk about like gameplay details or anything on it, except it's kind of Ubisoft-ish. Yeah, I mean, I hated Horizon 2, but I get where some people like it. It is a big, pretty AAA thing, and that comes with all sorts of blemishes ironed out, but also, like I said, very little teeth. I liked one when it came out. I think the problem is where Horizon 2 falls. There's been so many games like Horizon at this point that it just being a good Ubisoft-esque open world generic AAA game doesn't mean shit, because it still is a big open world generic game that isn't really reaching at all. I do think the story sucks, yeah. That part I don't think there's much arguing. The dialogue in the story, I didn't love him in the first game, but I really didn't like him in this. I don't know. Sony and storytelling. I mean, they're the premier cinematic game maker, but I don't know if there's been a story I liked in any of their games lately. I mean, they're kind of like MCU-esque, right? Where they're kind of generic. Yeah, they set up that story where it was supposed to be like she's really self-reliant, but she needs to learn to help her friends, but then they just leave her self-reliant and with friends. They can't act like she ever has like a single actual like negative trait to her, which was kind of lame. It was like a negative that was like turned into like a positive almost, or like a non-problem. We're having issues again. Oh, the ending with a bunch of old people in spandex floating down as villains with the quirky, quippy dialogue and the giant AI scale thing. I was just like, oh my god. It has to be me, yeah. Which would be fine if that's the way she was, and then she learned to like have people help. But instead, she's just as capable all the way through, and then she learns to have some people kind of help, or they learn to get over it. It's just like, what a goofy character arc, man. Like, I get it, they're trying to make her this badass character that's gonna be like a flagship Sony corporate mascot, but like, it just doesn't work, man. She's got the charisma of a fucking, like, rock. Yeah. I don't know, the whole hero complex thing or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I think it's because that just reeked of corporate bullshit, right? A Western, like, Sony, which is very Western these days, the gaming sector,
This works out.
you know, IP getting shat into, like, the popular Genshin, right?
Main system activating.
I heard her
combat mode.
gameplay is not good either.
Beginning operation.
Our job is to take out the AC here.
Sounds a little too straightforward.
System scan mode. System combat mode.
Oh, they're sniping me. The missions are more interesting, this one too, despite all being kind of like in ruins and shit.
Q1, test okay. Continuing operation.
Digging the music more this one.
Energy at 30%.
Oh, the DLC and the VR game came out this year, so there's a lot of reasons to be thinking about it.
Scan mode.
That's true.
The AC's on the
Do they give an awards for expansions and DLC? I mean, the Cyberpunk one will be there.
Take it down
So-
before it's too late. AC destroyed. Mop up the rest of the hostiles.
Energy at 30%.
Yeah, Horizon one, Sony.
Operation successful.
Fat Man, are there any left?
God, man.
We've been facing more
Kind of
ACs
lore
here.
appropriate, I feel like, to be in a giant fat tank with a name like that.
I wonder if that's all it is.
Oh, she get a romance interest in that one.
Never mind. Let's go.
Mission objective complete. System returning to normal mode.
I don't really like her character, so I don't really care about her romance. Like I said, she has the charisma of like a noodle.
Main system activating combat mode.
Yeah. I don't really care what they do with her. I don't just
Task is eliminating
like
the
her
forces in this
character.
area.
I mean, maybe they'll make her character actually interesting and stuff in the third one. 3 games in, they might make her good.
Watch out
That's
for
what I want to see with her character. I don't care about her romance.
We're being pursued. Move in to intercept.
Damn it. They're coming after us.
They'll regret it. Take them out, one
I just want to see them give her a fucking personality, man. Yeah, I don't really have a problem with that. I mean, I'm not saying anybody here does, I'm just saying, yeah.
30%.
My problem is it's a romance that's probably extremely fucking boring. And I don't know who her
30%.
girlfriend's gonna be.
Depleted.
If she even has one, they'll probably die by the end of it. Yeah.
Energy depleted.
Oh, I got you. Oh, that's like the main story of it. She learns to care about people again, bro. Don't you get it?
That's it.
You've proved yourself again. You're no
But wait, that was supposed to be her lesson in the second game,
Nice.
which
Maggie doesn't
wasn't
hand
really a
out praise
thing.
often.
Mission objective complete. System returning to normal mode.
With Lance Reddick being gone, there's really very little character entertainment. I feel like I'm gonna get out of that third game. If the Gamefly still exists at that point, I'll play it. Just because I need to know at this point, it's like an Udawari Ramona situation where it's just like a morbid curiosity. But with Lance Reddick being gone, it's kind of gonna suck. Because at least he had a cool ass voice and like swagger about him, right? Like. Nobody else in that game was memorable.
It might make for boring fights.
And I mean, his character wasn't even good. It was just because it was Lance Reddick, right?
So would it really help if you just laid down your life for me?
Okay, Eric, thanks. Cornelius
Main
Archibald.
system activating combat mode.
Q1 beginning operation. Q1 enemy AC sighted. Lightweight reverse jointed.
System scan mode. Energy at 30%.
Q1 operation successful.
Mission objective complete. System returning to normal mode.
So when do I unlock more story missions? I don't mind doing these short side ones, but I'd rather just move on with the story a bit. This one's definitely been more fun. I think it's because of the maps and visual. The visuals are a lot better, and I have a bit more movement. Getting a little bit more lore on these people is kind of fun too.
Main system activating combat mode.
Q1 beginning operation. Scan complete.
I still need to watch the John Wick
The targets are autonomous drones. Not too
3?
dangerous, but you'll find
Or
them
is it
rather
4?
annoying. Watch
Was
out
there a
for
fourth
incoming
one?
enemies. There's not a lot of room to maneuver in this
The
place.
last one I watched was the one where he was fighting like
Energy at 30%.
in the glass room, I think. Is that the Holly Berry one? Was that 3 or that 2? Okay, I saw the Holly Berry one. You still got it, man.
Energy at 30%.
I don't know about her acting, but
Energy depleted.
she's always a looker for sure. But yeah, I would say that was the last one. So I didn't see 4 yet. Was it like Nexus or something? What was it called?
Test okay. Continuing operation.
I don't remember what it's called. It's probably not Nexus. That's Armored Core.
System scan mode. Energy at 30%.
Q1. Test okay. Continuing operation.
Yeah, I don't mind this game's a little slower, a little more deliberate
Energy at
when the mission
30%.
size and the encounters are like way better. Like, don't be wrong, I liked Armored Core Force or 4 Answer Speed and stuff, but I mean, I probably like some of the more deliberate slow ones just as much, if not
Energy
more.
at 30%.
Some of them, not all of them. I mean, like Armored Core 4 was really fast, and I thought that one was really not good.
System scan mode.
Fat Man, is that it?
Hold on a sec. I see a hostile reading in an area we cleared. One that got away? Beacon set. Head over and take them out.
We don't know what to expect. Be careful.
Energy at 30%. Energy at 30%.
Q1. Test okay. Continuing operation.
System combat mode. Energy at 30%. Energy depleted. System scan mode.
On a mission.
Q1. Test okay. Continuing operation.
Backtracking.
Energy at 30%. Energy depleted.
I don't even use the recon, so I wonder if they like weigh me down or anything. I'm gonna take them off if they do. And what am I gonna do with this thing?
Q1. Test okay. Continuing operation.
It's for like big open areas, but until I get a read.
What? It's massive. You won't survive many hits from that. Make it your primary target.
Okay. Oh, where the fuck am I?
Q1.
System
Target confirmed.
AC damage. AC damage severe. Take evasive action.
Jesus, I almost got one shot there. I think we're gonna sneak up on this nerd, man. guess he just suicided enemy and that was it?
Operation successful.
Okay.
No ratings. Looks like that's it. These things are a pain in the ass.
I've heard of similar tech that was found in the towers. It could be possible that they're ancient weapons that have gone feral.
The towers, huh? They're a mystery too.
The only thing we can be sure of is that they were built a long time ago. It seems that the three forces just want to claim what's inside. They're using the tech without any understanding of it.
Pretty reckless of them. But I guess that sums up the human race, huh?
Mission objective complete. System returning to normal mode.
I just want something to eat the damage.
I'm not the type to use cheap tricks. I'll go head to head with anyone who can put up a decent fight.
Main system activating combat mode.
Q1 beginning operation.
Cranking the music a little bit was good too. I think it just generally has better sound balance on that front, but I changed it a bit.
Q1 SDAC sighted. A wayfinder. Q1 damage critical. Q1
It's critical because I'm shooting him.
30%.
As long as she's busy with him, I don't care.
Mission objective complete. System
Just a cheap
returning
mic.
to normal mode.
You cheap ass. Sorry. Oh, we get a new mission finally. Did I rank up? I'm trying to understand actually how like you get new story missions. No, I'm rank east. I don't know if you just do enough missions or what. Oh, you can upgrade them. Oh, this is grindy. A conjurer of deep bricks. Does that just perma upgrade my robots? These boosts. I've seen everything. How's it feel to be done with Baldur's Gate? A long road. Siegfried just fucking restarted after 50 hours. Fucking Giga Chat, dude. All for the sake of RP, man. I like it. Liberating was long. We had a good time, though. Oh, crashing. Rip in peace, man. Can't mess with that. Keep cooking, man. All right.
Good morning. Main system. Checking
One sec.
pilot data.
I won't be able to see this.
Main system. Normal mode activated. Now resuming mission operations. Welcome back.
This build's OP. Your super tank build. Do you just walk up and just shoot everybody like I do in this one? I had a build option. I used different weapons in 5, but then at the end I was like, you know, the autocannon does the most damage, I'm just gonna do 2. And it's funny that that's apparently good in AC6. Just beefy tank, man, who shoots everything. It's been good in all of them, really, but I usually don't use it. I use quads where I get a mix of heavy weaponry and moving around. And 4, obviously, just move around quickly. I just completely focus on that. Well, damn, now if I even wanted to do that build, I can't. Everybody's doing it, man. I mean, dual gats is fun, though. Like, I mean, it's fun in this. I've never played, like, a super tank until this game, so we'll see it come around in a 6, I'm feeling. Has anybody played or seen Fuga? What was it Melodies of Steel before? We're gonna be playing that within the week. Since it's leaving Game Pass in 2 weeks. And the second one came out this year and it's supposed to be pretty good. Yeah, I saw that Newton was mentioning it. Anyways, I was looking around to see how you actually unlock main story missions in this game just so we can get moving through it quicker, but I don't know, I'm having fun with this one a bit. I don't mind just doing them all if that's what they want me to do to unlock shit. I'm not really too worried about it. It's been kind of just chill, busting ass, and better visual design and all that stuff. A bit better movement and controls. It's still not like top tier, but I don't hate it like I hated 5. The shorter missions with more interesting objectives have been nice too. How many times have we heard Eric and Hope Man in this game? Quite a few. I bet they're in Armored Core 6 too. The blade, my blade is unbending guy is. He's in everything. I also like that you have like AI you can fuck with and control and make stronger in this game, which is cool. I think they pulled that from Armored Core Formula Front.
System scan mode.
Q1, test okay. Continuing operation. Q1,
System combat mode.
lightweight Vigo.
Put myself in a corner and go, baby. That's the strat, man. That was my Armored Core 2 Another Age final boss strat. Tanky as fuck and sit in a fucking corner so they have less room to get around me and then just fucking slap them, dude. Yeah, I will be. We'll be doing a series review, tier lists and everything, so it'll be fun. That's why I really wanted to make sure I could play 5 in this one. 5 I just wanted to play just so we could have done it. This one I was actually really wanting to play, so I'm glad I've gotten the chance. But it's been cool. Like I said, I mean it's been easy so far because I'm rolling around in a mech I've already made, but that doesn't mean the objectives or anything have been like boring or some shit. But does he have the upgraded chips and stuff? Yeah, we will be for sure.
I hear that mule Fat Man has a sixth sense for choosing great partners. Let's see how his instinct is served in this time.
Oh yeah, pretty strong. I'm sure the skill is big too.
Main system activating combat mode.
Q1, beginning operation.
System scan mode. System scan mode.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I hear is 3 playthroughs is the money.
System combat mode.
Great. Awesome. At least the missions are short enough in this. If it crashes, it's whatever. I had non-crashing methods to do this, but I really wanted to transfer my save. Oh yeah, I need to add it. I forgot. You posted that to me when I was not at my computer, Bob. There we go. The fucking goose, man. How many ACs are left? This is it. Well, AC 6. This is the last one before 6. And I will probably take a few days break between this and 6 because I need to do Fuga and possibly other Game Pass games. Have they released what Game Pass games are leaving? Fuga, the developers personally said their game's leaving in 2 weeks, but that's it that I know of. And then I have Under the Waves that'll be hopefully in the mail tomorrow. And I'm going and hanging out with some friends tomorrow night, so we'll be taking a small break. Yeah, this will be the last one before 6. Which is good. I've had fun with a lot of these. I've played a lot of these. Not always had a whole lot of fun, but it's been a cool series worth playing. It's very unique. But we've just played a lot of them. I'm ready. You know, there's a lot coming out. I'm ready to move on to the next things. I mean, Case of the Golden Isles got a DLC out, and I gotta play it. That kind of shit. At least we're playing like a halfway decent one right now. So far, it's not been like great, but it's like been alright. I much prefer this one over 5. 5 was just fucking atrocious. It's crazy how many people have bought the fucking game ahead of time. I'm like, holy shit, man. It's like $100+ bucks. Like, I respect it if you got the money, but I'm like, goddamn. Like $30-$40 for 5 days with all these games coming out. I mean, I guess if you don't have anything else you're really interested in, but I'm like, I wouldn't do it. When it's on Game Pass? Yeah, how many versions of Starfield are we gonna have? The Starfield Definitive Edition and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I know, like, that's the thing, kind of like Riley was saying, is like, it's a big deal game. It's just a general thing for me. There is not many games I would pay a couple extra bucks to play, or like 30-40 extra bucks to play 5 days early. I paid 20 extra bucks to play Nier Automata a month early, but that's pretty big. And I was pretty in Nier, so. But like even then, that's just a general thing for me. Some people have the money, they got the time, they're just really into Starfield. I respect it. I just wouldn't do it personally. I mean, there's even people in here who are doing it. But my thing is just like, god damn, you could play with Game Pass. You could save like over $100, but like. It's just that big for some people. Bethesda's huge, man. And their RPGs are like absolute landmark games. And they haven't done one since Fallout 4, so or not really done one. So I can understand the hype, man. My thing is I just have so much to play. I've got Baldur's, I've got all this stuff. There's no reason for me to. Even if there wasn't anything, I wouldn't, but that's just kind of me. The mainstream darling of the year, they're better games, sure, but fucking everybody's gonna play this. Yeah. I think Tears of the Kingdom and Baldur's definitely give a run for its money, though. We already had the huge discussion an hour or two ago about every single game we thought we were gonna be at the Game Awards. every single game that deserved it. Not the ones that already been out, so I'm not gonna go back into that whole conversation exactly, but we can talk a little bit about it. It's a little different, I suppose. Hogwarts had a lot of players, but I don't think that's gonna have the staying power of conversation. I definitely think Starfield's like your top 3 biggest releases of the year. Wait for Game Pass. That's another thing too, is the ease of being able to play Starfield. I mean, the system specs requirements aren't great, but it's enough that anybody could probably kind of play it. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be curious. You can't really track numbers for Xbox. So 250k concurrent on Steam when Xbox Game Pass is coming and stuff. Like, quite a bit. Went off once and that was it, yeah. I think it's because there's the thing with like Final Fantasy 14 with Hogwarts is they're not godly games. They have hype, but there's not much to talk about after they're done, right? They don't have like staying power like a FromSoft game does. People still talk about that because of builds, because of multiplayer, because of secrets, because of, you know, they're good or they're different enough, right? Souls games, stuff like that. Like, people are gonna talk about Tears of the Kingdom, they still do. I mean, even just it being Zelda's enough. I just don't think 16 has much to say. It's a long RPG, that story kind of fizzles out with combat that's like alright, but like falls off, and it's like, it doesn't have like a lovable cast of characters that are going to be remembered forever. Final Fantasy just doesn't have like that kind of sway like FF7 and stuff did when it came out. Most single player games, I mean, obviously lose conversation. just because they're single player, the conversation's gone, but there's just not much to say with FF16. Starfield, you're gonna have modding. It's a probably much more open, like customizable RPG, which is gonna keep people talking. It's Bethesda, Microsoft's push that it's free. It's not a PS5 exclusive, not free, but it's Game Pass. Right? So I think there's a lot of reasons to expect Starfield to stay in conversation for a while. Other than the quality, I don't know how good the quality is on it. That would be the only thing that would make me think like Starfield could fall off a bit. It's kind of like how, you know, you don't see people talk about Fallout 4 in the same way that they talk about like New Vegas, right? Just because Fallout 4 is kind of shittier. I might just be talking my ass. I think that's an interesting conversation, though. What stays in the public eye? Does the quality matter, or is it just the kind of game? Is it hype cycles? Is it viral stuff? Right? And I think that's important too, because what keeps in conversation can help dictate like what's going to be made, right? Like what's popular, what people talk about. I mean, if something's completely forgotten, the influence it has is not really as great, right? Unless it had an influence on like a lot of games very shortly after. Like these days you don't see people talk about like Ultima or like Wizardry, but at the time the influence they had spawns lots of stuff we play now. But something like Hogwarts, like it's not spawning anything, nobody's talking about it in that sense, and nobody's just talking about it in general, so. Skyrim in space? I mean, that sounds fun to me. We'll see. I hope I enjoy it. I absolutely was skeptical before it released, or pre-released, and I'm still skeptical. I don't think the world is going to be as easily impressed with the usual Bethesda when there's so many big RPGs in the West coming out these days that go way harder. But there isn't that many first-person RPGs like Bethesda, so even if they do their half-assed usual, if they can put in the quality of like world building and quests and customization, like it'll still fly, just because it is, you know, a first-person Bethesda RPG.
No hostile sighted. We're done. Time to pull out.
I mean, I imagine the issues are quantity over quality,
Getting so strong.
jank,
I don't know whether to
it's
be
ugly,
alarmed or afraid.
and the combat sucks, is what I imagine the complaints are, just from the little bits I've seen.
Mission objective complete.
Those are all things I can completely get over. If the writing's nice, if the locations you do go to have some kind of art direction, and if there is a lot of density of quality, or at least content they tried on, not just procedural shit. We'll see. Oh yeah, it's like menu-based exploration, which was Outer Worlds, which sucked. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't played it, so I can't talk too much. We'll see. I'm looking forward to getting into it. Will I be able to finish Fuga, Armored Core 5, Verdict Day, Under the Waves, and Armored Core 6 before that? Probably not, but I gotta let people get ahead of me. People who aren't buying it early. I don't know who all in here that has, other than Sin. I'm sure there's a few people.
Damn amateurs.
We can't abandon them. Drop now.
More hostiles. They keep coming.
Main system activating combat mode.
Yeah, I've heard that there's not a whole lot of bugs in some of the early conversations for it. And I like the big, open, like, desolate areas in this, not the city bits.
Forces approaching from the front.
I like in 5 way better. I like the art design's much cleaner. And everything doesn't look like a toy.
Have to do something about that gun battery. Find a way to take it out.
Enemy near the chopper. Get them now.
Energy at 30%.
Chopper under attack. Get back there.
Energy depleted.
UAC, are you the mercenary on our side?
Back up at last. It took you long enough.
What's the status of our unit? See for yourself. Just get over here. Understood. Drop the UNAC.
It runs well on X. Doesn't have pretty high system requirements though. And there hasn't been good combat in a fucking Elder Scrolls game.
These automatons.
Like action wise, feel.
No need to worry. We should have no problem handling that many.
Usually the RPG elements is what buffers out the problems with the actual feel of the combat, but I'll be surprised if the shooting feels anything other than really generic. It looked rough. But if they have enough RPG elements and like viability on different builds, then I mean, I can get over all that, right?
System scan mode. System scan mode. System combat mode.
Yeah, get up there, buddy.
System
Somebody
scan
needs to.
mode.
I like they have like the jets and stuff. It definitely feels more like a war in this.
Combat mode.
Damn, he just got annihilated. Recommended? Yeah, but I've seen devs recommend 3090s and I still ran the game. The game looks like shit, so hopefully I can run it on my 1080. Baldur's look better, but I mean, I guess it's the scale and the amount of like things too that matters.
System scan
And
mode.
Baldur's I did fucking split screen and everything, so. Yeah, mine's a 1080. Is it 1070 Ti? I'll have to double check. Oh, we need to kill this guy, but he's like way up there. It's like worst case I can rent the thing, but I don't want to play a shooter on
Ammo at 30%.
controller these days if I can help it. My CPU will be fine.
System
Do I have to kill this thing? It certainly feels like it. This is the problem with the tank, is like, how do I get up there, dude?
System combat mode.
Wait, something's wrong. What? Some kind of trouble? What has gotten into them?
Watch out! Something's wrong with the automatons.
I'm out of juice, dude.
What is going on? The UNACs aren't following orders. I don't understand.
Really wish these levels would be designed to like allow tanks to somewhat succeed.
Engage. Take them all out.
All of them.
Energy at 30%. Energy depleted.
This would be a great time to have my good guns.
AC damaged. Take evasive action. Energy.
Do a little snaking to try to dodge shots. Just play the war of attrition here.
Right arm. Ammo at 30%.
Enemy signature's gone. Not a soul left moving, including those UNACs.
Explain yourselves. What the hell is going on? We're in the dark as well. The UNAC logic patterns should have been normal. You expect us to believe that? That is all we know right now. We will pay you a suitable reward. That I can
Fat Man's like goofy, and his intro is really stupid, but like a funny kind of
head
it's
back and
goofy
get some
way.
answers.
But I'm so glad it's not Armored Core 5 story. That was so bad. It was unholy, man. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know if they were trying to target like the Western Dude Bro audience or like what, but like hijinks and like lights, kind of like goofy feel and stuff, but with like melodrama on the side. It's just, and it was just like incomprehensible half the time because of the translation. I mean, I still think the story is a little goofy how some of the wording is. Doesn't have the atmosphere of the old ones, but it does have a bit more of like, I guess, an epic Super War kind of vibe. A little less desolate. I mean, it is desolate visually, but... New ACs. Support disruption. Long range shooter.
It's that rookie who thinks they're hot stuff. Oh, they get on my nerves. These notorious fighters usually aren't all they're cracked up.
Rookie and now he's notorious. Our guy's 60 something years old. He's been doing this forever. This guy's like the farthest thing away from a fucking rookie, dude.
Scan mode.
Enemy AC sighted. Heavyweight reverse jointed.
System combat mode.
Operation successful.
Mission objective complete. System returning to normal mode.
These cannons just style on everybody, even if they're not weak to the kinetic damage.
Main
Next
system
mission.
activating combat mode.
Beginning operation.
So was Nintendo supposed to have some kind of thing recently? Or was it just a Mario Wonder thing?
They've spotted us, but they're not ready to move. Try to thin them out before they can react.
I didn't watch that, because it's like I'm already gonna play the fucking thing.
System scan mode.
I wonder if they're gonna have something else.
Energy at 30%. Energy depleted. mode.
I feel like that's just kind of Nintendo's entire holiday.
Energy depleted. System scan mode. Energy at 30%. Energy depleted.
That's the last chopper. Just scraps left now.
Let's finish up and get out of here.
System scan mode.
I really have to kill every guy.
System combat mode.
They would have got rid of the system lady.
Energy at 30%. System combat mode.
Scan shows no hostile readings. That's a wrap.
A job well done. Let's go.
Mission objective complete. System returning to normal mode.
I've heard you could program these UNACs to be so crazy they can just fucking solo the game themselves. Just cute. I don't know when you can like fully upgrade them to do that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time on it though. Operation file. Oh, maybe if you put the UNAC in the shop, you can customize it. I don't go there. Weird. I don't know why these are labeled as side missions when you just have to do them anyways.
Main system activating combat mode.
Q1, beginning operation.
Our task is to wipe out the forces deployed here. Watch out! They got a decent AC pilot.
That's okay. You're good to go.
Another AC? Ha! More cannon fodder.
Roy Percival.
I don't know who's pulling the strings, but I'm not ready to meet my maker.
Another sniper.
AC sighted! A large sniper unit!
Close in on that unit and take it out.
Q1,
System
target confirmed.
combat mode. System scan mode. Energy at 30%. System scan mode.
Can I even get up there?
System combat mode.
Q1, maintaining at 30%.
System scan mode. System combat mode. AC damaged. Take evasive action.
There he is. He came down.
Q1, AC disabled.
course of action.
AC destroyed. Time to mop up the rest.
Well, I got no health left. That escapade. It's only gonna take like a hit to take me out. Kind of flubbed up a few of the hits there at the end.
System combat mode. System scan mode. Right arm ammo at 30%. Energy depleted. System scan mode. System scan mode.
Is there more?
System scan mode. Energy at 30%. System scan mode. Energy at 30%.
Oh, this nerd.
System combat mode. Right arm ammo depleted. Purging.
Just outrange him.
Is that all of them?
Yeah, we're done here.
Good work. Let's head back.
Mission objective complete. System returning to normal mode.
The titular Armored Core Fat Man. They should have called this Armored Core 5 Fat Man. That would have got the players rushing. The servers would still be online. A lot of AC fights in this game. God damn. I like always assume AI is really bad, so I'm just like picking a UNAC that just runs in and like keeps them busy, but maybe they actually can hold their own enough that I could pick something better. Like I said, I've heard that they can kind of solo the fucking game. Father and son, Dave and Marcus.
Main system activating combat mode.
Q1 beginning operation. Q1 enemy AC sighted. Heavyweight bipedal.
Oh, this guy's, I think I'm gonna kill him myself on accident.
Q1 AP 50%. Q1 AP at 30%. Q1 AC disabled.
I'm gonna sit 20k.
AC damaged. operation. Energy at 30%.
You're not getting an auto gun. I don't know how good these missiles even are.
System returning to normal mode.
Might swap back to that. I mean, it's less mixed damage, which would be worse, but it's more brain off, man. I mean, all I do is spam RB anyway. I'm gonna leave it. I just don't know how good these missiles are. The shoulder ones. He had a wife, his son, both some mercenaries as well. Alright, bud. More ACs. This guy's got what I got, man. Well, not exactly, but similar. Go for it, man. Two beefy boys going in. Would a fucking helicopter like that work? That has the helicopter blades like not touching each other, but like going in between each other? Are there a lot of helicopters that do that? That could be very easy for them to get off center somehow and then fucking destroy each other. I don't know if that's just a fantasy. It probably is a real thing. I don't know my helicopters.
System scan mode. System scan mode. System combat mode.
Q1, test okay. Continuing operation. Q1, enemy AC sighted. Heavyweight bipedal.
Oh shit, it was. Jesus.
System
We evaporated that motherfucker, man. I'm keeping this guy, dude. Especially if he goes in close, man. Probably be cheaper too, because he won't take as much damage. I prefer to outmuscle our opponents and open face-to-face shootouts rather than outthink them. Twin brother. All enemies and guard a helicopter. Oh boy.
main system activating combat mode.
Q1, beginning operation.
Prepping for takeoff. We'll be ready shortly. This is gonna be easy money if things go smooth, huh?
Yeah, it's never that simple in this game. They're here.
Enemy forces detected. Fire on sight.
Second wave of enemies sighted.
Defend that helicopter at all costs.
System scan mode.
Q1,
System
target
combat
confirmed.
mode.
Ooh, I saw.
Third wave of enemies approaching.
Of course he is.
I don't believe this.
It's Fat Man guy, man. I mean, I could at least buy the goofy Fat Man. If they're gonna go goofy, man, at least just have some, like, old grizzled goofy ass, like, veteran AC.
You're number 28. Don't fret. It's just your time to die.
More reinforcements, ACs.
What is the Reaper squad doing here? Come on! Get up in the air!
I keep losing power. Take out the ACs.
Enough
Where'd
of
he
this.
go?
Engage them!
Oh.
AC destroyed.
We're looking good. Now let's take out the rest. All enemies destroyed. You see, I told you it's never that simple.
Hey, pilot. Want to explain why takeoff was delayed?
Oh, not even there.
Like I said, engine trouble. Do you want your pay or not?
I know you're hiding something.
I don't know what you're trying to get at. The job is done. Good work. Man, I can't believe they took out a Reaper. That Merc's got some skills.
Okay. I feel like there's secretly actual main missions hidden around in places, but like, I don't know which ones are what. I just have Rogue Unix.
You should all know the situation. UNACs everywhere are going out of control. Most of our forces are engaged in battle ahead.
You guys don't know what Unix are, I feel like fresh in here. It's the automated ACs, like the guy that I have next to me.
You mean me and the Merc, right? You just sit back and let me show you the difference between man and machine.
It's funny that I'm bringing one when
You're
we're
the
trying to shoot
mercenary
him.
Eric. I've heard of you. I look forward to seeing you in action.
I look forward to
What
seeing
about the
you.
Foundation? They made the UNACs, right?
They haven't responded to any of our hails. They clearly have hostile intentions. Here they are. Initiating mission. Good luck.
Main system. Activating combat mode.
You want beginning operation.
System.
What do you think about that, Commander, Maggie?
He's buying time, hoping to prepare their decisive blow while we're fighting. Or he's got nothing left, and just needs time to escape. That's what I'd bet on.
Either way, we're sacrificial pawns. Fine by me. We're mercenaries. We're gonna die when we're gonna die.
Yes,
Let's ignore that fool and his death wish, and think about our next move.
Where's my robot?
Can't be happening.
This audio. Oh! What the fuck is that audio, dude? Oh!
Oh no, nothing to draw their fire now.
Guess he didn't want to die, bro.
It might be time to make a move.
We better. We're sitting ducks here.
More enemy units. In range.
Reapers out there. But the Reaper squad? Why? What could they want?
Well fought, mercenary. So it was you who defeated N. You may well be worthy of selection. You've seen enough, D. End this. Affirmative. All units attack. Annihilate the enemy UNAX.
They've been watching us all along.
Maybe they were waiting for either us or that other AC to get destroyed.
Here are more of the same.
Great. I'll have to restart this one. Crash, man. Shame, because that one was a little longer, too. Hopefully we can not get too many more of these during the long missions. I assume we just had to finish off that last dude. Maybe not, though. Maybe we gotta fight the Reapers, too. I mean, I'm sure I'll fight them at some point. And clearly he knew about the end missions.
Good morning. Main system. Checking pilot data.
I guess in some of these you can dodge. I don't know which ones.
Main system. Normal mode activated. Now resuming mission operations. Welcome back.
It's weird, it'll say that's next, but then like the actual story mission that's next is here. Might have to try to read into these to figure out which ones are actually the real story submissions. I tried finding if like something online just to get like an idea of, you know, which ones exactly we were after, but
Main system. Activating combat mode.
there's not really any info out there,
Think about
just that I could
Commander
tell.
Maggie.
He's buying time, hoping to prepare their decisive blow while we're fighting. Or he's got nothing left, and just needs time to escape. That's what I'd bet on.
Either way, we're sacrificial pawns. Fine by me. We're mercenaries. We're gonna die when we're gonna die.
Let's ignore that fool and his death wish, and think about our next move.
Once again, we've crashed. Is this going to be one of those missions, Mom? The first mission. Whew. I'll give it one more go, and then I'm going to take a break. Maybe do this one offline and grab some food, maybe a drink, and then we'll come back and hopefully finish it. I don't want to just sit here on the stream and crash for hours. We're so close, but it's like I just wanted to make sure I had my save from the last one. This is the price you pay, I guess.
Good morning. Main system. Checking pilot
I
data.
think it's been worth it. I don't mind a few crashes. As long as we're not getting like hard fuck.
Main mode activated. Now resuming mission operations. Welcome back.
You should all know.
Main system activating combat mode.
You want beginning operation.
What do you think about that commander, Maggie?
He's buying time, hoping to prepare their decisive blow while we're fighting. Or he's got nothing left, and just needs time to escape. That's what I'd bet on.
Either way, we're sacrificial pawns. Fine by me. We're mercenaries. We're gonna die when we're gonna die.
Let's ignore that fool and his death wish, and think about our next move.
You want target sighted. Engaging.
Oh no, nothing to draw their fire now.
Yeah, it might be time to make a move. More enemy units. En range.
We better. We're sitting ducks here.
Left arm.
Here are more of the same. They've been watching us all along.
Maybe they were waiting for either us or that other AC to get destroyed.
Yeah. It keeps happening then. Alright, folks. I'm gonna try to figure this one out off stream. I was gonna go and get a drink and some food anyway, so we'll take a little break here from the verdict day, and then we'll come back and hopefully do the rest. So thank you